everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be swapping to my spring early summer closet because the weather is getting pretty nice and sunny. It's actually a glorious day today. We're edging into the 60s, which for those of you who use Celsius is probably like 13, 14 degrees, I guess. I don't know. I'm also going to be showing you a couple of recent additions to my closet, some things that were gifted to me, handed down, some things I picked up thrifting, recent purchases. I am going to send some of these things back already. I tried them on and I know that I'm going to send them back, but I thought I'd still show it to you in case you were interested and just let you know where you can get them. So that's what we're doing today. I'm going to start with recent purchases and then we'll go on to the closet swap over. If you're new here, my name is Kim and I love fashion, travel, and the details of everyday life. If that's something that interests you, then I hope you'll consider subscribing and join me on the journey. Okay, recent purchases. This is my rack of things that I have recently acquired. Like I said, some of this is going to go back. Some of it is birthday gifts, all sorts of things. So let's start this way and work our way over and down. Okay, Sezane. Every year I buy a few things from Sezane. I used to buy more. I haven't loved it quite as much recently, but they are opening up a store in Seattle, and occasionally, especially their editions collections, really grabbed me. So I was looking for a couple of pieces to this spring, and this one really stood out to me. So it's actually a shirt, but it's boat neck, so it won't stay on a normal hanger. So I'll show you. I can't show this to you on me. I did try it on, but it's too small. And last I checked they were out of other sizes. So it's really cute. I'll insert a picture somewhere here of it on the model. It's this kind of meant to be worn a little off the shoulders. It's got a little bit of a tie-in at the waist and then it flares out, giving you that sort of peplum style. Personally, I love a peplum. I'm so excited to see that they're coming back into style. I think you're going to see them a lot more this fall, winter, and probably next year. But if you want to get it ahead of the trend, I would say start looking for peplum pieces. They've been sort of on the periphery for a season or so now, but I think you're really going to see them coming into their own this year and into next year. This piece I also bought, and I'm sorry, I'm going to be kind of lazy about this. I'm just going to try it on over this black thing. I already did try this on and decided it's going back because it's just not it's not perfect for me and for the price. When you're paying full price for Sezane, I feel like it needs to be perfect. What I don't like about this one is that it doesn't go all the way down. I want the ruffle to go all the way down and it doesn't. I also think that this would probably annoy me a little bit. I just wouldn't enjoy that so much. Even if I wear it open down here, this is gonna get in my way. I am looking for more feminine pieces because I'm trying to incorporate a bit more femininity into my closet. I'm just wanting to touch on that a bit more, I think. But this is not it for me. It is cute. I really do like it. And if it doesn't bother you that this is kind of up here around your face, I want something that would fold open more, and I'm sure I could make that happen, but I still don't like that this ruffle is only halfway down. And again, I'm sure there's really good reasons for that, but just it's personal preference. There's nothing wrong with this shirt. It's lovely. But it just doesn't suit my idiosyncrasies, I guess is the way to say it. So yeah, so unfortunately that is also going back to Sezane. This, however, is 100% up my alley and it's gonna stay with me. Which is kind of funny because I already have this shirt. And while they are very different shirts, they're also not crazy different in terms of color palette. Obviously this one is a bit more abstract. And it's a different material. It's more of a linen silk. It's got these shoulder details I'll show you. This one I think is a bit more dressy, it's a little less casual. The other one is a bit more casual. And obviously they're slightly different cuts as well. So this is from the Editions collection, as is that first shirt, which is they're just slightly more special pieces. There's also a skirt that matches this, and I am debating about the skirt, but I suspect it might go on sale in their archives, and I really like that skirt, but I'm not like a wear a matching set kind of human normally. So anyway, this is really cute. I like this. The little ruffles here give it a touch of femininity. I do like a floral. This is a bit more dressed up, like I said, so I think these shirts serve different purposes for sure. And then I also have this blue Sezane blazer that my friend suggested wearing this with. I don't have a mirror to look at right now, so hopefully this looks good. But I don't know, I like it. I think it's pretty, and I think I will keep it. That said, before I keep it, for sure, I'm gonna take one last look through the website, see if there's anything else, because they keep releasing things, and you never know. Might be something I like better. And for reference, I'm about 5'9", 10, 12. I'm leaning on the size 12 US right now, so that's just how we fit. And for bust, I am a 36 double D, which will be important in a second. Now we come to the blue shirt portion of this event. So I had a Nordstrom gift card for my birthday. I also had a Sezane gift card, which is one of the reasons I was looking. But I got a Nordstrom gift card for my birthday, and I took it to Nordstrom Rack because I wanted to see what they had, and I really liked this shirt. So I picked it up, but then I found another blue shirt I like also, and I didn't think that I had a blue shirt, like a blue striped shirt, but I do, which I bought last year. But anyway, this is from Scotch and Soda. I really like it because it's got these, it's unusual. Like, it's not your standard classic blue shirt, right? Like, this is the like light blue linen shirt, blue striped linen shirt I got last year from H&M. And this is the other blue striped shirt that I picked up, which I have already worn, and yes, I am keeping it. So, like, do I need all three of these is the question. Like, this is summer, this is year round, and this is just a little funkier. But do I really need it? I don't want to have the kind of closet where I have too many repeat pieces. I want to have a lot of options, and of course, like, sometimes you need a blue shirt that can go year round, and sometimes you need a linen shirt. Like, these are two very different materials. It makes sense. These are basically the same material, right? And so, and is this funky enough to warrant it? And do I need other pieces in my closet more than I need to buy multiple blue striped shirts? So that's the debate in my head. I'm pretty sure I'm going to take this back, just because as much as I like it, I think this is the shirt. Well, it's definitely the shirt I'm going to keep because I wore it already. And I don't really need a different blue striped shirt at this point in time. If I found something in like a silk that was a bit more interesting, you know, if I had it in a different material or that served a different purpose, then I would probably keep it, but I don't think I can justify this. And just for reference, this is the other blue shirt. Things I liked about this blue shirt that kind of put it over the edge. I like that it buttons lower down. Obviously, you can do that with other shirts as well, but there is something about, so on a lot of shirts, the buttons will hit like here and here, which means that this is often gapping because I have boobs. And so I do appreciate sometimes that the button closes at the gappiest part of my chest. Obviously the shirt is big enough that it wouldn't really matter too much, but this is a consideration for me. So I appreciate that this button is here and that I can wear this open without being like obscene because the buttons aren't in the right place. So I really liked that. I also like that it's a lot longer in the back than it is in the front. I think I like the voluminousness of it, and I liked how it draped when it was untucked. So also it does have a little bit of interest with the crisscross pocket, like the pattern goes the opposite direction, and I like that. So that's why this shirt won. This is French Connection. I got it for $30 on Nordstrom Rack. So French Connection is a brand that I like go back and forth on, but when they're good, they're really good. This little top, again, like I said, peplum, or like, I don't know, I guess you could call it baby doll, but I was thinking of this more as peplum. This is really cute. It was from Nordstrom. It's from the brand Addicted, I think is what it is. Yeah, Addicted. spelled kind of funky. It fits because it's got this stretchy back, and I love the polka dot, and it's a nice material. Sometimes the cheaper brands can use cheaper materials. This is like a decent cotton linen. I think it's pretty well constructed, and I like the little keyhole. Unfortunately, I am a 36 double D, and while it might not look it can be a lot. And when I tried this on, this keyhole, like, and the way that it like made my boobs look, it was obscene. I looked more porn star than I would care to, and so this is gonna go back. But if you're a smaller chested person, I think this is a really cute top, and I really wish that it would work on me, but I am too blessed, shall we say. The other thing I picked up, and I'm not gonna try it on because it's a little too small, is this really cute gray mini skirt. I'm a mini skirt kind of girl. I don't own a gray mini skirt. I might see if they have this still in a size up. I think what happened is that an extra large got tagged as a large, and so this is too small. The extra large is a little too big. I need to go see if I can find a large that actually fits. But this is a really cute little skirt from Life. Life is not like the highest quality brand, but it's a brand that when I find pieces from them, I tend to keep them in my closet for a long time. They suit my style, and it's good enough quality, especially for the price point. So if I can find this skirt in an appropriate size, then I will exchange it. But it's just like, it's a perfect year-round skirt. Like, wear it with tights and leggings, like fleece leggings and tights, and you'll be warm enough. But it's lightweight, and so it can go spring, summer, fall as well. And I really look for pieces like that, pieces that I can wear in my closet year-round, which obviously today we're going to be swapping over some of my clothes because it's spring. But I think the more you can have kind of a seasonless closet, the more use you can get out of your clothing, the better value, all that stuff. This dress, you've probably, if you watch my videos previously, you will know that I have had this dress for like, I got it in like January, I think. And then I went to Colombia for February. This is one of the dresses I bought kind of as like, do I want it? Do I not want it to take with me? And it's I got it for like $100. It's Veronica Beard. It normally retails for like $300, $400, $500, I think. I can't remember what it was, but I got it on like a super steal of a deal. And I bought it in this size, which is a little too big on me in the waist, but fits me really well in the hips and in the bust. And so what I need to do is I need to get this tailored because it was final sale. So I can't take it back, but I'm gonna get it tailored, and it's just this like cute little summery shift dress. And the other item I bought final sale, because I like to live dangerously, are these Nili Lotan white trousers. Now, if you do, again, know me, or have watched my channel for a while, you will know I am a high-waisted, wide-leg pant kind of girl, which you can kind of tell today. Well, these are more like a flare. But anyway, I love these. These are great. The material is slightly thicker, but still very nice and airy, great for summer. They are extremely long, and so I also need to get them hemmed. But they fit really, really well, and I really like Nili Lotan as a brand. I think it's one of those brands that, like, if I can get it on sale, I will always buy it because it's just really high quality stuff, and it's really timeless. It's not like a trend following brand. It's just got really, really good classic pieces for your closet. And what is more classic summer than a pair of white wide-legged high-waisted pants? And I do have a couple of other like pairs of white wide-leg pants, but because of heel heights and again like material and occasion, I just, if I know that I like to wear that style a lot, I will buy a variety of options in that particular style or colorway. Okay, this I got from my trip to Victoria 2 weeks ago. So you probably, if you've watched that vlog, you may have seen this, but I don't think I actually like showed it in that vlog. Anyway, I picked this up at a thrift store in Victoria, BC, and I wore it to a house party last weekend. That was Gen Z themed. Well, it was a Gen Z party because my friend's brother invited me. Very sweet. So I went and hung out with the kids. They were all lovely. And I was like, camo was so popular. It was Y2K themed. Camo was so popular when I was in high school. It's always popular. Like, there's never a time when camo isn't a cool thing to wear. So I picked this up. It's Ralph Lauren, which is great. And it was like 40 bucks for a camo button-up shirt. Button-ups really act as jackets, especially in summer. They're a great lightweight jacket. You can button them up if you need to go more formal. You can unbutton them if you are needing to like take off a layer, especially in transitional seasons. These shirts are basically my jacket, and so it's nice to have a closet basically full of jackets. And then obviously it goes year round, like I said. So we're getting close, and then we can do the swap over. This jacket was handed down to me by Alexis when I was at her house the other weekend. She bought it off of Poshmark, and it was just ever so slightly, well, it was too small on her. It's a little tight in my shoulders, but I can make it work, and so I am. But this is a lovely little cropped camel trench coat that I can wear this spring. So that was a nice little hand-me-down. Thanks, Alexis. Then I unboxed this. This was a birthday present from my parents and my sisters. It's a cute little Furla bag. Love the yellow. It's going to be so cute this summer. I cannot wait to wear it. Again, would go great with this, with anything. So this is my new summer bag. This one I'm still debating about. There's the Salon clutch from Jacquemus, which I think is super cool. I really like Jacquemus. Mainly I like their hardware. This is not Jacquemus. This is BCBG Generation. And I haven't taken the plastic off of it because I haven't decided to keep it, so forgive that. But Jacquemus has the square and the circle as like part of their kind of visual branding, I guess you could say. It's a very Jacquemus-ism, more or less. And they have it on their Salon clutch. It's bigger than these. And I think the Salon clutch might be a little bit longer. I'm not sure. But it's basically the exact same thing. But this is $40. And the Jacquemus one is like $1,600 or $1,700. So obviously, it's also like a style that it's not tried and tested with me, right? Like I haven't tried this style of bag before. And I like it a lot in theory. Here's kind of what I don't like, is this pokes right in my armpit. Like that, it's not too annoying, but it gets a little annoying. And so you kind of have to be cognizant of where this fits. It's also like a little too dressy for an everyday bag, you know? And how often am I gonna need like a white clutch to go out in Seattle? The thing that I really want is the Latecal. I want the Alaya Latecal. And I do like the Salon clutch, but if it was between the Salon clutch and the Latecal, I would pick the Latecal. And so I feel like I should just at some point do that because it doesn't have these little ball things. And I could get these little doodads from Jacquemus on other things that wouldn't be so annoying in my armpit, you know? So I feel like I'm talking myself out of this bag, but let me know what you think because I'm really on the fence about it. It's cute. It's really cute. I really like it, but liking it and needing to bring it into my closet are not the same thing. These I absolutely could not do without, have already worn them. In fact, wore them while I went on an accidental 5-mile walk and gave myself some serious blisters because they are leather. And no, you should not, no matter how good the shoe is, go on a 5-mile walk without socks and brand new leather shoes. That was dumb. It was on accident. I didn't need to walk 5 miles in them. I was just gonna walk a mile or 2 in them. Still not the best idea, but less stupid. Anyway, these are Sam Edelman loafers. These are very classic Sam Edelman style. I think they're like the Lorraine or something like that loafer. They come in like tons of different colors. They have them year round. They do them in seasonal styles as well. They usually are $150, like full retail value, which I think is actually a very fair price for Sam Edelman shoes. I have a number of them and I always find them to be really good quality and value for money. But Sam Edelman shoes always go on sale, always go on sale. And so if you can hold out, you should, because unless it's a seasonal style that is like selling out like hotcakes and you just really think you're not going to get it and it's, you know, everything you've wanted and more, then buy them full price. But if you can hold on and wait for these very classic Sam Edelman styles to go on sale, they will, and they will usually be between 40 and 60% off. I believe these were 50-ish% off. So I got them, actually I think they were closer to 60. They're classic. They are a brown that goes with all of the other browns I have in my closet. Like, they're just classic. And they have the thing where they can kind of, you can put them down and make them more slides. Let me tell you, around mile 4, that came in real handy. So I really like these. I've worn them already. Will wear them again. 10 out of 10, you can't go wrong with a classic brown loafer, and I think they're around 60, 70 bucks right now. So these are a bit more of an experiment. I have decided to keep them. I haven't worn them out yet. They're Mark Fisher, and they are a little bit of a Mary Jane ballet flat, and they're the mesh ones. I, like every millennial woman, wore a ton of ballet flats when I was in college in the 2000s, along with my skinny jeans. I wore them constantly. And I kind of have burnt out on the ballet flats. And so I was happy to see them go. I was apprehensive about seeing them come back into style. I've been waiting, but they finally have weaseled their way back into my like, oh, I kind of like them again. I like that these are a little bit more squared at the top, so they look a bit more of like a ballerina. I like that they're mesh. These are really nice and cushioned, so they're going to be very comfortable when I'm walking all summer. And I don't know, I guess I'm a little on the fence about this, but it keeps my foot in, and I kind of like it. I kind of like the Mary Jane-ness of it. They're cute. My friend said that she thinks ballet flats, and especially like the mesh shoes, are going to go out of style after this summer. That might be true, but I think we'll get at least one more. I think we'll get this summer and probably next summer where they're still like okay to wear. And then I think they probably will work themselves out. But I think I've got at least 2 years of wear in these, and that's enough to like, why not for something a little bit more trendy? Sometimes it's nice to bring trendy things in, you know? You gotta try new things. All right, so that is it. Oh, I bought one other pair of sandals, but I've already packaged them back up, and so I'm not gonna open them, but I'll put them here. They're a pair of Steve Madden sandals, and I really like them. I like a thong sandal, so I'm not bothered by the thing, but they're just too tight, especially like the way that the cross strap goes over the toes and stuff like that. It was going to be uncomfortable. I knew that walking in them, they would cut into my feet, and I didn't really want to do that. So I'm going to take those back. Anyway, those are recent purchases. Now I need to take everything out of my closet, deep clean it, and then I'm gonna bring everything up that I have under storage, just under my bed, and I'm going to start doing the swap over. So I'm gonna put that mostly on time lapse, because you don't care about me cleaning out my dressers and everything like that, but it needs to be done. And then as I'm showing, like as I'm putting things away, I'll show you some of the pieces that I'm bringing out and wearing for this spring, summer, and yeah, I'm excited to think through what outfit options I have. Every time I swap over my closet, I get excited because I'm like, oh, I forgot I have that. So it's always a little bit of like, ooh, new clothes feeling without having to buy new clothes. And that is one really good reason to rotate your clothing seasonally. It just gives you that little dopamine hit, and it's all clothes you already own. So just like a little hack, if you need that dopamine hit and you don't really want to do it by bringing new clothes in, it's like cycle your existing clothes. All right, let's do it. Okay, so we are making progress. There's a couple of pieces I'm really on the fence about keeping. This is another good thing to do when you're swapping over your closet, is like, what are the pieces I haven't worn in a while? I think, yeah, I just really encourage this exercise a couple of times a year to help you think through like, what am I wearing? What am I not wearing? What fits, what doesn't fit, all that kind of stuff. And so there's a couple pieces I have to think through. One of the first pieces is this red Syncocept blazer. This is the Chloe blazer. If you, like very popular, probably like 5-6 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. I don't know. I've had it for a while. It's still a great blazer. I think it's classic. I like it. It fits nicely mostly, except it's a little too tight in the shoulders these days. So I think that if I went down a size or two, it would fit again. The question is, do I hold on to it? Do I let it go? I haven't reached for it in a long time because I feel like this is less my style these days. This one, I'm really tempted to let go, but it does come in handy on a rare occasion, and I have nothing else this dressy. Also, it's a classic black blazer. It's like a Balmain-esque style. I haven't tried it on, so again, it may or may not fit super well anymore, but it's just one of those things where I'm like, do I keep it? Do I not? I haven't reached for it in so long. And also, do I keep it out or do I put it away for the season? Because I don't really see myself wearing it this summer, but you never really know. It's not like it's hard to reach in and get it. It's just that out of sight, out of mind, right? So debates. And then stuff everywhere. My shorts. I really would like to find more shorts. These are Aritzia. They barely fit me. They probably won't. I don't know. If I reach for them this summer, they'll stay if they fit. If I don't reach for them this summer, they're going to go away. These are the Rome shorts from Sezane. These are my favorite shorts. They still make these, but they've kind of got a new cut. I haven't tried the new version on, but if they've messed with it too much, I'm going to be really upset. Another Sezane dress I haven't worn in ages, but hopefully another Sezane dress. This is new. Oh, I didn't show you this one. I got this one too. This is a cute little denim shift dress that I got. And I think it's frame denim dress. These are all my dresses. And then this is all like my winter coats are back here. I take them out of my closet in my front closet and store them back here. And then there's some party wear that I don't reach for very often. So this little section gets pretty full pretty fast, and I hopefully will have room for my pants there still. Otherwise, I think pants and skirts are going to have to go here, but we'll see. I feel like I'm running out of space. How am I running out of space? And I know I have a white linen blazer to bring out. So, and more shirts and more pants and more skirts. So now we have to pull out everything that's hiding under my bed and start going through that. Okay, a little bit of progress. I think I need to rethink the shirt section and maybe put some things in the dresser. I like things hanging, and I'll usually fold things and put them in the dresser if they like shouldn't be hung. But like my cotton t-shirts and stuff, like they usually have them hanging. But I think if I want to have enough space for everything without packing my coats underneath the bed, then I'm gonna have to redo the dresser. But anyway, let me just talk you through some of these things. Okay, so obviously the blazer. This jumpsuit I love. It's really, really cute. I forgot I had it. I'm really excited to wear that. This dress I bought for my cousin's wedding a number of years ago, and it's cute, but it's a little long, and it didn't fit great at the time, but now that I've gained a little weight, I wonder if it would fit better, and I've always meant to have it hemmed, so I'm gonna try it. We'll see if I want to keep it or not. Otherwise, I think I'm going to sell that on Poshmark. So I'm going to put that over here as like a try on, but I just wanted to hang it up. This is a favorite dress. Oh my God. Why so hard? Okay. This is like a really cute green linen dress that I got in Estonia. It's from, I think, a German brand called Betty Barclay or something like that. I might move it along. So just, I don't know. I don't feel like me in it, but I don't really know what me is sometimes. And so, especially in these dresses, like I'm a mini dress girl at the end of the day. And some of these more like T-length dresses don't always feel right to me, but they are really nice to have. And a mini dress is not always appropriate. So, you know, I really am considering giving away or getting rid of this Sezane dress. I haven't tried it on in like 2 years. It might not even fit anymore. So I should try that on. It might be time to pass that along. It's cute, but again, I don't know if it's really me anymore. So yeah, that's where we are. I need to attack the skirts. I forget how many skirts I have sometimes, and it's a lot. And then those are the shorts. And then I have pants. These are great. I picked these up in Colombia, if you watch my vlog. These are Thai style wrap pants, and I just have been looking for really fun, colorful pants. So these are great for summer. Everlane white linen pants. They are shorter in length, so they do serve a different purpose from the Nili Lotan ones, because I can't wear those with, well, I could wear those with heels, but it's not as it's not the way I like it. And then these are a pair of palazzo pants that I have had for a literal eternity. They've ripped a million times. I trip on them every year, but I love them so much. But I'm having a hard time getting them over my hips these days, or at least I was last summer. So again, these go in the try-on pile, and I may have to move these along, which I would be really sad about. Really, really sad about. Also, I could have sworn that I had a pair of black Everlane pants, like the white ones, but I don't know where they went. And maybe they're in my Poshmark sell pile someplace, because they were tight. Anyway, continuing. Skirts still fit. Some of them are very snug, but we're going to call it motivation to stay consistent at the gym. No, they're not bad enough that I feel that I need to move them along yet. I do, however, feel that I really need to make a conscious effort to wear my clothing more. Like, I clearly have a large wardrobe, like a big enough wardrobe. Sometimes my friends are like, oh, I feel like you have such a small closet, but you wear so many different things, and I feel like I have a very extensive closet at this point. So I do not think that I need to buy much more for this summer. I would still like a few tops. I feel like I'm always a little light on tops, and I'm definitely light on shorts, but I don't really need anything else. I just need to wear my clothing instead of getting into the same outfit rut. Like, it's a good thing to have a uniform, but you need to rotate the actual pieces, and I feel like I can be a little lazy about that. So I'm gonna figure out how to get all these onto here, and then I think I'm gonna combine my jeans pile and maybe hang up some of the pants that can be folded, because I think I'm gonna have too much. Some pants are more wrinkle prone, and I think those are the ones that need to be hung, but some of these can be folded and piled. So, and maybe that will help me see them more too. Sometimes I find when they're all covered like that in my on my hangers, it's like hard to find what I'm looking for, which is why I would prefer to have everyone on its own hanger, so I could like move through it like a bookshelf, but I don't have that kind of space. Maybe someday. Yeah, so I think it's just, again, zhuzhing and rearranging. 2 hours in and we're basically done. I do still need to like clean the shoe rack and the bags and like reorder them and stuff like that. But for the most part, we're done. And let me show you where we're at. Okay, so belts always there, tank tops, sleeveless shirts. I put all of the t-shirts. So we got t-shirts. These are other tank tops, like a bunch of Sezane ones and a bunch of like layering tanks that I have from Everlane. Some tube tops. And then these are more like knits. This is more like a knit t-shirt. This is a knit that can't get hung. So just like knits and t-shirts that either can't get hung or that I'm putting in there to try and hold space. This is my workout drawer. This is my pajama drawer. That's the top drawer. You know what goes in there. So tank tops and some t-shirts. Then we get into like the long sleeve button-ups. So I've got that section. Blazers. Honestly, I may put some of those away. This is my Cult Gaia set that I love. It's got all these like cool rungs on it. Well, rings, whatever. Midi skirts and longer skirts, mostly midi skirts. I don't really do maxi skirts. And then these are all my mini skirts. I put the skirts that are the ones I want to wear the most at the top. Normally I color code them, like you can see. I usually start dark and then work my way to light. So these would normally be down further, but this skirt is, I think, a bit more, it's like not really a summer skirt because of the colorways in my world. So I like to sort of stop wearing it around the end of April. So I've got like another couple of weeks to wear this. And then this brown one, kind of same story. I mean, obviously you can wear brown in summer, but I tend to like seasonal colors. And so I will tend to be more colorful in summer and save my more earth tone things for fall and winter. So that's kind of why those are at the top. Same story here. I know that I want to prioritize wearing this white linen skirt. It's a little early for that, but like this is a skirt I haven't worn at all this year, and it's like a very year-round skirt. So just trying to keep the things that I know I really want to make an effort to wear at the top of mind, at least for those. And then I did get all of my shorts, and I got the pants that need to be hung. I got them all over here. Was able to push things back. These are my Zimmermann pants, and then all of my short dresses, long dresses, coats are back there. I like to have a few hangers. These are just from my dry cleaner, but I find them to be really good for t-shirts and stuff. They don't take up a lot of weight and they're free. Not the most attractive, but you really can't tell once they're over there. Someday I'll have uniform hangers, but not anytime soon. This is my pile of sweaters because it is still like quite chilly in the mornings and evenings. So I do want some sweaters. And it's Seattle, so it's a temperate climate. It never gets like, it's hot for maybe a week or two of the year, like really, truly, really hot. And so it's always nice to have a pile of these. I will put some of those away as we get later into the summer. Jeans, pants that I don't need to hang. There's a lot more sweatshirts, but they're all lying around in various states of used. And that's kind of it. And then obviously, I mean, you've seen it. I haven't really talked about it, but this is where all my shoes and my bags are. All of my like raffia style bags are here. And then obviously all my jewelry and perfume goes up there, but I haven't done that yet, which I need to do. Frankly, after 2 hours, it's now 6 o'clock. I'm starving, so I want to eat dinner. And then I would like to take myself on a wine walk. So I will come back to this tonight and show, like, give you a final look, just as part of the outro of this video. But like, you really don't need to see that much more. It's pretty much done. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you, I don't know, saw some things that you liked, were inspired to clean out your closet. I guess the biggest tips that I would leave people with are like, do at least a spring, summer, fall, winter swap, you know, and like revisit it high summer, high winter, like when it's really like the peak of those seasons, because a lot of those clothes you might not need right away. And it's just, I don't know, it's fun to rediscover some things I forgot I had. And it's good to try them on again so you can see like what's fitting, what's not. Remind yourself of what you really need to make an effort to wear if you want to keep it in your closet, and what you might not want to have anymore, and to clear it out. Anyway, let me know what you thought about the pieces I purchased, the pieces I'm like still debating about, And yeah, give a comment below. Let me know what you thought. And if you like this, there's a lot more. There's like a lot more fashion stuff, a lot more travel stuff. I always style up the pieces that I bring into my closet. So some of these pieces, if you really liked them, I would encourage you to check the ways to wear it playlist that I have, because there's a good chance that I styled it up. And if it's not there, let me know and I will style it for you. Anyway, thanks for joining. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.